Today we're going over The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard, Part 3. We're going to talk about the power of assumption. And by assumption, he means imagination, power to visualize, and the faith that it takes to claim whatever you want now in the present tense. He says to be transformed, the whole basis of your thoughts must change. All transformation begins with an intense, burning desire to be transformed. All transformation begins with an intense, burning desire to be transformed. Now, this is a very easy sentence to go past and assume, got it, I understand what that means. But only 1% of human beings actually do this. We spend most of our time trying to figure out how to be what we want to be or how to do what we want to do. Especially in the West, we are inundated with the steps or the processes of a specific procedure. We think we're being scientific. We think we're being efficient by knowing, how do I build a business? Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How do I become more spiritually astute? Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But actually, we don't realize that we are a part of a much more circular, diverse pool of steps that are happening. You're building more of a soup with your life than you are a wall, because a soup is organic. It has celery and it has beans and it has noodles and it has spices. You're not a brick wall. There's going to be a lot of things that are involved in doing whatever you're trying to do. Yes, there are steps and some of them are linear, but a lot of them are not. And so you have to learn how to follow your own intuition, your own specific path, where you are in your city, in your body, with your abilities and all of the different variables that are going on with you. Some people have made it to extreme heights in life because they were so capable of doing so. But others have made it to extreme heights in life because they had an extreme disability. And you never know which one you really are, because we're all a mix of extreme possibilities, extreme capabilities, and extreme disabilities. And none of us can even see those objectively or clearly because we're too busy being us. So you need to trust the source, trust the process, but it's going to be your process, and realize that you're making more of a soup. And that soup is going to have to start with desire, a burning desire to be transformed. Whatever that means for you, it's not going to be the same for everybody. The first step in the renewing of the mind is desire. You must want to be different before you can begin to change yourself. Then you must make your future dream a present fact. So a lot of us will have a dream or a goal, and it's in the future. It's conceptual. It's one idea among many within your mind. The key to manifestation is bringing the vibration into more of a material state. And you do that one little small movement at a time. Attraction process of one step at a time. And so your present fact may be a company. Put it in an LLC. While it's still an idea, make it legal. Make it a binding contract. Put your operating agreements down. Have some meetings. If it's just you, have meetings with yourself. Make notes. What did you talk about? Create the minutes in the day of what happened and what you said you were going to do with this company. Because that pen and that paper and that ink is in the material world, and you're trying to bring that concept of the company in the material world. And so you want to do that with those steps. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. How will it feel to be the person you want to be? How will that person feel? How will it feel to produce the company you want to produce? How will it feel to be with the partner you want to be with? How does that feel? Spend a lot of time by yourself with your eyes closed, determining the feeling of what you want. Most of us want to accomplish things when we are not in vibrational alignment with those things. Everything has a vibration. Everything has a feeling. Everything has an essence. Everything has a nucleus. And so before we get to the gross, obvious forms of it, we need to deal with the subtle and the minor. First, when you're getting started, how does it feel to be who you want to be? How does it feel to have that thing you want to have? Most people do not spend enough time there. And when you do spend enough time there, you will start to build that burning desire of the thing. You will start to build a passion for it, a clarity for it, a vibrational attraction for it. And then the actions that you take from that point will be much smoother, much more efficient, and they will be much more powerful and effective. You know a thing mentally by looking at it from the outside, by comparing it with other things, by analyzing it and defining it. But you can only know a thing spiritually by becoming it. I agree. Most of the West is really good at analyzing, defining, and dissecting everything, which is good for materials. If you want to become something spiritually, you are more than material. You have to become what you want. And the way to become it is to feel your way to that process. The way to become it is to feel your way there. When I started to learn this, had a little bit of an issue with it because I was so analytical, so studious. I wanted to dissect. I thought that knowledge was information, but knowledge is really not information. True knowing is experience and feeling. You really don't know something unless you know how it feels to be that something. You don't really know what it means to be a single mother of 3 on welfare unless you can feel what she feels. You can bring all kind of statistics to her about what she should have done, what she could be doing. Everybody has the same information. But until you know what it feels like to be her, you will never have empathy and you will never know what it is to be her. You haven't walked a mile in her shoes. You're looking at it, you're analyzing it, you're comparing it, but spiritually, there is no connection because spiritual things must be experienced and felt. That is the spiritual language of the universe, feeling and vibration. And so whatever you're trying to become, you need to spend more time assuming it, visualizing it, and feeling it. Just as the moth in his desire to know the flame was willing to destroy his former self, so must you in becoming a new person be willing to die to your present self. In exchange for what you want, you have to give up what you don't want. You have to focus on what you want and ignore what you don't want. Like the moth is attracted to the flame, you have to have a burning desire for who you want to be in this life. It's your choice. It's your sovereign right of consciousness that you get to be who you want to be. The most happy, the most free, the most loving version of yourself is your choice by trust, by faith, and the power of assumption. I'll see you in the next one on part 4. Peace.